see if they get away this time. Away to a good start too. All in line, and Sendawa down near the inside, one of the first away. Triple Dash is up there as well, and also Bakuchi in the early stages. On the right of picture, Indiana Legend and Iridanos, and crossing over is Mujahid. Settling down, and it's Way of Light who's going on here from Triple Dash, and just behind them Bertolini from Dansili. Sender War, Mujahid is beaten for speed. Indian Danehill back in the field, then King Seltzer as they go around that turn. Iridanos is trapped out wide. Further back on the inside, Grazalima, but it's Cassius Musin showing the way here on Way of Light from Triple Dash the outside. Sender War 3 deep, tucked in behind them on the inside. Running fourth is Bertolini, followed then by, at this stage, Dansili. Mujahid further back in the field from Lavery, and then Iridanos, Indian Danehill, Bakuchi as they come down the false straight now towards the home turn. It's still Way of Light on the inside from Triple Dash, and Sender War out deeper. In behind them is Bertolini, followed then by Dansili. Iridanos coming into it from Mujahid. Lavery behind them, then out wider is King Seltzer. Back in the field is Indiana Legend at this stage from Bakuchi as they turn the corner. Irish Prize is well out the back. They straighten up for home now, and they've got just on 2 furlongs left to travel in the French 2000. And Sender War going on here for Gerald Mosse from Triple Dash and Way of Light. In behind them is Dansili, and further back Iridanos. King Seltzer down the outside. Inside the final furlong though, it's Sender War in front. Dansili trying hard to cut him down, but it's Sender War in front and safely holding them at bay. Sender War wins the French 2000. In second is Dansili. Third is King Seltzer. Behind them Way of Light from Indian Danehill, Mujahid, then Irish Prize. Further back in the field too is Triple Dash. They're followed by Bertolini, and then Lavery, and behind them is Grazalima, and well back in the field is Iridanos and company there with Indiana Legend. Well, it's a win here for the Aga Khan's colt Sender War, and if you're following Monsieur later on, that's encouraging form for you, because he was second to Monsieur last time in the Prix Jaques. Second there was Dansili, and third King Seltzer.
And that's it. They're just about ready. Stand by for a start, under orders, and they're racing. And in the early stages, Dubai Millennium right there in the centre is a reluctant early leader from Dansili. On the left of picture is Slickly, who's right up there in the early stages. Way of Light with the white cap on the right as they group right up, and at the rear of the field is Venice as they go through the first furlong, and it's Dubai Millennium who's going to have to do all the donkey work here. Frankie dictating terms on Dubai Millennium, leads by a length to sitting on his tail. Here is Olivier Pellier on Dansili, the pink cap just in behind. Then on the left of picture, the other pink cap there of Slickly, followed further back by Way of Light, who's in the white cap, and last of all still is Venice. They're almost in Indian file. The only one breaking order at the moment is Slickly on the left, but it's Dubai Millennium, who we know stays a very strong mile and a quarter, who's out in front here with ears pricked and doing it quite comfortably as they race up past halfway. Leads by 2 lengths to Dansili, who's now being popped a question, followed on the far side next by Slickly. They're followed then by Way of Light, and then Venice, who's now easing to the far side. Racing up towards the 600-metre mark. This is 3 furlongs from home. It's still Dubai Millennium out in front here from Dansili. Slickly over on the far side. Way of Light just in behind them with a white cap on the right, followed by Venice. 2 furlongs left to race now. Frankie starting to get to work on Dubai Millennium. He's starting to stretch them. He's a length and a half, 2 in front now of Dansili. They're not making much impression at all. Slickly on the far side, followed then by Venice. A furlong left to go. It's Dubai Millennium, who's about 2 or 3 lengths in front of Dansili and Slickly, and Dubai Millennium switching his tail a little bit with 100 yards to go is going to walk away with the Jaques le Marois. Goes on to win here by the best part of 3 lengths. A good performance. Second Slickly, third Dansili, followed by Way of Light and Venice as last of the 5. Stand, and they're racing. Mustarack missed it half a beat, and Manhattan was slow into stride as well. Giants Causeway began brilliantly, but Al Jabba, same as last year, takes it up on the inside. Just in behind them, Golden Silker and Valentino as they sort themselves out. Further back in the field then, as they out very wide, Medician, and also there Dansili. Joshua Algaroo just behind them. In behind horses, Arcadian Hero. There's Manhattan scrubbed up on the right, trying to get up there.
but it's Al Jabber in front. Here's Manhattan on the outside from Giant's Causeway. Then in fourth is Valentino Medici, and has got over about 3 horses off the inside rail. Golden Silker tucked away behind them from Dansili. Further back, Joshua Algarood as they pass the 5. Arcadian Hero is on the inside, and 2 lengths away Al Mushtarak. Running down towards the entrance to the straight, Al Jabber out in front on the bit. Leads by a length the Giant's Causeway. Manhattan drops away. In behind them is Valentino Medici, and called on for an effort. Golden Silker is just behind them as they pass the 3. And Dansili coming there strongly on the near side. Al Jabber, though, is the leader from Giant's Causeway. Valentino, here's Medici and Dansili down the outside with a big run. They come up with 2 furlongs left to travel. Al Jabber on the far side, being tackled by Giant's Causeway. Here's Dansili, the danger, followed by Valentino Medici, and further back is Golden Silker, a furlong to go. And on the near side, Dansili ranges up to Giant's Causeway. It's going to be a battle to the line, and the better fighter wins. It's Giant's Causeway. He gets up for another Group 1. Giant's Causeway wins to Sussex. In second, Dansili. Medici is third, followed by Golden Silker, Al Jabber, then Arcadian Hero. Behind them is Valentino, Joshua Algarood, then Al Mushtarak, and Manhattan is tailed off. What a fighter he is. That makes it 7 out of 9. And there he is on the inside. Giant's Causeway getting up to beat Dansili. Medici battling on for third. In fourth is Golden Silker. Then in fifth, close there, Al Jabber on the far side, just getting there, ahead of Arcadian Hero, sixth. Valentino is seventh. Then in eighth is Joshua Algarood. In ninth, Al Mushtarak. And 10th, tailed off Manhattan, who missed the kick.
And Northeast Bound has moved in the gate, and we are now ready for the start of the Breeders' Cup Mile. And they're off. Arcadian Hero, a hesitant start. He lost 2 lengths to the field as they leave the gate. It's Boutatir, who has some speed from the inside. Here comes a firm success. And from post 14, Northeast Bound is up and after the lead as they race for the clubhouse turn. And it is Northeast Bound who wins the race at the turn. And he clears the speedy and firm success by 2 lengths. Forbidden Apple up close, and he's very keen today. Hard held. Then toward the inside, Boutatir saving ground, half 3 wide and moving up. Altabir under a hard hold there. Stout restraint, and he's resenting it. Walks like a duck, passes him now to race up in 6th position. Altabir is now racing 7th. Long-legged Ladies Den gets in the clear on the outside. Indian Lodge moves up a spot or 2 toward the rail. And then it's Distant Music and Dansili. They're running together about 10 lengths from the lead, followed by Arcadian Hero. Jamie Spencer riding high on him now as they save ground. War Chant and King Kugat, the 2 favorites, are 13th and 14th after a half that went only in 47 and 4/5 seconds. The advantage to Northeast Bound, the leader, and he's going strong. 40-1 in front around the far turn. A firm success is second. Boutatir on the inside third. Hap on the outside fourth. Forbidden Apple. Indian Lodge down toward the inside. Walks like a duck on the extreme outside, and Distant Music into the final furlong now. Northeast Bound digs down deep, and he's tenaciously holding on to the lead. A firm success is right in his throat ledge. Here comes Boutatir, and with giant strides, War Chant is flying as they come to the finish. Here's the win! War Chant coming from 13th in this field, and a fine finish as well for Dansili. Those 2 finish in a photo, right there in the photo as well as Longshot Northeast Bound, and a firm success, a thriller in the mile. The final time here was 1:34 and 3/5 seconds. This was a remarkable effort for War Chant, coming from far off an easy pace, and a remarkable effort for a jockey that's not too bad coming out of retirement time, Evan.